Have you ever done this? A friend looks at you with stars in their eyes and says, "You have to watch this." You nod. You smile. You promise you'll check it out. And then you go home and watch the same comfort show for the 10th time. You don't even know why you're doing it. You just don't feel like watching it. In fact, you feel this weird, quiet resistance to the whole idea. Why does something as small as a TV show suddenly feel like an unwanted chore? Let's be clear. We're not talking about big life advice here. No career moves, relationship guidance, or major turning points. We're talking about the tiny stuff. A movie, a restaurant, a pair of shoes, a random product someone tells you to try. Just small things that shouldn't carry any weight at all. And yet, somehow they do. Not loudly, not dramatically. Just a quiet, stubborn feeling of, I don't want to. When someone pushes an idea on you too enthusiastically, it stops being a gift and turns into just another item on your to-do list. Even if it's just a show. And your brain goes, I didn't ask for this. Now I don't feel like doing it. It feels like unsolicited homework. You're no longer just watching something for fun. You're evaluating it through the lens of their hype. You're already subconsciously preparing a report in your head just so you can avoid an awkward conversation later. We can call this the performative listening tax. The suggestion comes with a hidden tax. If you do watch it, you don't just watch it for yourself, you watch it knowing you have to report back. The whole time, there's a background process running. Do I like this as much as they said? What do I say if I hate it? That pressure kills the immersion before you've even started. Your brain senses the weight before you've even pressed play and decides it would rather just not. Your no isn't always about the show itself. Sometimes it's a rejection of the invisible homework that comes with it. And sometimes it's not even about taste or shows at all. It's the constant drip of helpful pointers on how to handle your day-to-day life. Maybe it's a sibling or a partner who means well, constantly tweaking your process. Imagine you're just standing in the kitchen or picking a brand of detergent at the store, and you hear it. Why not do it this way? This works better. Buy this instead. One tip is fine, but when it keeps coming, for everything, all the time, down to the smallest, most trivial decisions, it stops feeling like help. It starts to feel like a critique of your basic competence. It's as if they don't trust you to navigate the world without a map they drew for you. You aren't being forced, but you're being adjusted. Like a piece of furniture that's never quite in the right spot. And that's what gets tiring, not the tip itself, but the accumulation of it. It's the exhaustion of having to perform every tiny task under a microscope. So, the resistance builds. And eventually, it tips into irritation. Because you'd honestly rather do it the wrong way and have it be yours than do it the perfect way and have it be theirs. You just want a little space to figure things out on your own terms. So, why does this happen? Psychologists call it reactance. It's a natural pushback when your sense of freedom feels nudged. The moment a choice stops feeling entirely yours, your brain quietly digs its heels in. My autonomy is being limited. And the stronger the push, the harder the pullback. It can get almost funny. You might have already been curious about a movie. You've seen the thumbnail, thought maybe I can give it a shot. But the second they shove it in your face, the spark dies. And, just like that, you don't feel like it anymore. The movie didn't change. But the moment it started to sound like a directive rather than a discovery, your brain just put it away in the not interested pile. Because there's something deeply satisfying about finding things on your own. There's also a dopamine hit involved in the hunt, a hidden gem restaurant you stumbled into, that song you found at 2 a.m., it feels like a win in your brain. The thrill isn't just about enjoying the thing itself, it's about the hunt and the sense of control. When someone else hands you the answer, the whole hunt disappears. And without the hunt, even a genuinely great thing can feel a little flat. It gets even trickier when a suggestion comes with a label attached. Not just, you should check this out, but this is so you. Imagine a friend sends you a song and says, I immediately thought of you. It's totally your vibe. And somehow, that's more irritating, not less. Why is that happening? Because in that moment, they aren't just sharing a song, they're holding up a mirror. But it's a mirror they built. They have sized you up, summarized your entire personality into a 3-minute track, and handed you the result, with good intentions, absolutely, but without asking for your thoughts. Even if the song is good, you feel a surge of pushback because you didn't ask to be solved. You didn't ask someone else to curate your identity or decide that your vibe is a finished product. It feels like they're trapping you in a version of yourself that they prefer, leaving no room for you to change or surprise them. So, the resistance doubles. It's no longer just, I don't want to be told what to watch. It becomes a defense mechanism, a way of saying, I don't want to be told what I am. You don't know me as well as you think you do. You are protecting the right to be a mystery, even to the people who love you most. Ironically, we feel this most with the people we love. With a stranger or an acquaintance, there's nothing at stake. However, when it comes to someone you're close to, like a best friend or a sibling, suddenly your autonomy feels more fragile. We worry about enmeshment. The fear that our individual tastes are being swallowed up by someone else's. Are they taking over what I like? That small, quiet thought is enough to make you pull back. But here's where it's worth pausing. The person nudging you isn't the villain. To them, pointing something out is a love language. They found something that lit them up, and their first instinct was to share it with you. Their intentions are genuinely good. Their timing just might be completely off for where your head is. It's true that if you always pull away, the distance between you and your inner circle might grow. If people feel like you're a closed book, they might stop trying to connect. But that doesn't mean you have to say yes to everything. Next time you feel that sting of annoyance, just ask yourself, do I actually not want this, or am I just resisting because it came from someone else? Sometimes the answer is a genuine no, and that's completely fine. Your free time is yours. Saying, I'll pass, doesn't make you difficult or ungrateful. It makes you someone who knows what they want. But sometimes, if you're being honest, you might actually want to try it. And if so, enjoy it on your own terms. No report required. Either way, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just someone who likes to choose for themselves. If any part of this resonated with you, if you've ever felt that strange, silent irritation or that need to protect your own tiny choices, drop a comment below. I genuinely love to hear about the must-watch show you're still avoiding or the smallest thing someone tried to correct for you. Sometimes, just naming that feeling makes it a lot easier to handle the next time it happens. And if you enjoyed this, if you like pulling back the curtain on the subtle, often invisible psychology of our daily lives, hit that subscribe button. We're all just trying to figure out why we do the things we do, one autonomy reflex at a time. Remember, your mind isn't broken because it's stubborn. It's just fiercely protective of the one thing that belongs entirely to you, your perspective. So, stay curious about that beautifully complicated human mind of yours. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.